So once again, 28mm RPG, Rick here, and the gang.
What's up?
Yo.
Well, we have the usual murder hobos in the house, which aren't quite so murder hoboing as you guys are awesome players, and I just wanted to say that you guys are awesome players.
Thank you. You're a good GM.
Oh, thanks.
You are a good
Fantastic
GM.
GM.
Yeah.
trying hard here. So once again, the rules are pretty simple for those who are watching out there. I am a game master. I am merely the narrator, so I'm going to be only narrating and playing the parts of all the NPCs that they encounter. I won't interfere with any of their movement or anything else. So when they all decide that they're going to move along to another scene, that's how we go. So, like I say, I don't move anybody. These guys move themselves. So it's all up to them. Keep that in mind. These guys all know the rules, but I'm just letting you folks know out there in case you're wondering, how are these guys doing this stuff? So here we go. We are back at the game. The scene opens up. The front of the gates of Ebery. Black smoke to the one side. Remains of the church crumbling in cinders. The walls and the main gate being attacked right now by skeletal hordes. The monsters are trying to climb up. They seem to be moving rather slowly in this daylight. And the gentlemen up above are like stabbing from above at the hordes below.
You didn't forget your bow this time, did you, Bernay?
Oh, it's on the donkey there.
Why don't you take
Nice
a couple of
chuck it
shots
there.
at those?
Yeah, I can try that there.
Yeah,
I'll
there you
go.
I crouch down, grab some dirt, rub it on my hands. Bernier.
Yeah.
What's the plan? Brother, I'm concerned. There's people over there that need our help, but
I think
just
I'll
the four
try
of
to
us.
shoot some from afar.
We'll try to draw them away from the gates.
Try to drive them away from the gate. Yeah.
They look like they're slow.
They look
Brother
like they're
Captain,
slow.
do you think, Cal, do you think we could maybe be a diversion here?
I'm actually a little curious of how you're such of a good fighter, but we'll talk about that later. About you and I and Hank.
Well, I'm
Those
not
things
really,
not
brother.
too smart either. I think if I shoot one, might come, might not come, but the other might still get distracted. So if we can pick them one at a time.
Bernay, you shoot him. We're gonna run in there and do some heroic stuff. What do you two
Yeah.
say?
Right behind you, Captain.
Let's see. Let me shoot one. See if they come to us.
Well, hurry
if
up.
one come to us. All right, I'll grab the bow on the horse.
Good
Xenia
man.
speaks up and says, well, it sounds like the plan. And she watches beside the donkey there.
I
She
walk
goes,
over to
Bernie,
Xenia.
do you need a hand with that, or are you okay?
Sorry.
Bernier, are you okay with that, or do you need a hand?
No. You have any idea? Any idea something you can do?
Oh, we'll see what happens.
We kind of have to act. I don't like to rush usually, but now like they're there at the gate. We have to do something. Right?
She says, I think your plan to get them away from the gate and from the walls is a good plan.
All right. Let me get a shot then. And I aim
Yeah.
at one that is like facing the wall, trying to climb. I draw the bow on my string, and unfortunately, I get like a 12. So yeah, the I
Brother,
got
the
Yes.
goddess guides your arrows.
yeah.
Xenia, join me in prayer. Perhaps we can help him,
All right, Hank. It
provide
looks
him
like
some
it's,
guidance.
looks
So
like
the
it's
arrow
just you and I,
managed, the
Hank.
arrow managed to find like right in the neck of the creature, and there's a
The
little, like,
creature makes a and falls down, crumbles to the ground in a clump. The others suddenly lurch around and start looking behind them towards you. Their heads kind of turn around in an eerie kind of look and then they start making their way back down the walls. Looking
You got their
easy
attention,
prey.
Bernier.
I unsheath both my swords. Hank, get ready. They're busy back there praying to.
Got my
Let them come to us.
my
guys.
axe in my hand here. I'm ready to go here. I'm right behind you, Captain.
Let them come
Zenny-
to us a bit.
Slightly.
I'm trying to shoot another one.
Shoot him
Zenny
up on that,
nods
from
to
that
Baris
carriage. Get up on
and
that carriage and take him out from above, Bernie.
puts the staff into the ground as she always does, and you see little sprouts come up from her staff.
Good berries?
It's not time to make pies now.
It's always time for good berries.
Baris looks over at Xenia. Sister, can I assist?
Just say a prayer. And she continues on with her eyes closed, and she concentrates.
Slowly
Brothers,
march toward.
the goddess is with us. Bernier, she guides your arrows.
The creatures descend from the wall and start lurching towards you. They are wearing odd pieces of armor, some of them wearing armor from Ebery, the guardsmen.
It's
They
the
look
first-
a little weird looking as they are approaching, getting closer and closer, closing in 20 yards from you.
As the first one approaches, Hank, flank it. I take a swipe at the first one that comes.
Come around him and take a swipe at the one that's coming.
Eight.
$15.
Okay. And hit on Hank. Hank takes 1 point of damage. Creature slashes at him.
Damn it, Hank. Watch yourself.
And Xenia speaks forth. Entwine, she says. And suddenly from the ground erupts a whole slew of these winding vines. And they start creeping up the legs of your adversaries, clutching them in place, holding them tight, embracing them, holding them fast.
Powerful magic.
Quick, brothers. Take them while they can't move.
I'll go.
Flank
I'll
them.
go. I'll drop my bow, draw the cause rapier, and go stab the one that was attacking Hank in the back. That'll be 13. And that would be 12. So now, like, I see, like, this creature there to attack Aang. I pierce him, like, the whole back, like, the flesh, the rotten flesh, like, it's flying out. The spine is severed. 2 pieces fall to the ground.
Skeletor remains, curls,
Nice.
does like a writhing, and it dies.
I make my way towards the next. Entangle one and slice. Misses. Strikes the air. They're so agile, even though they're tangled up, you guys. Be careful.
Baris looks over at Xenia. How much longer, sister? I bend down, grab some more dirt, rub my hands, and then grab my warhammer.
Better stop playing around.
As
in the
long
dirt.
as
Get up
I can
here.
concentrate, she says. She clenches her eyes.
Spin
much
around
longer,
and
brothers.
take another swing at one that's entangled.
Get up here.
Six.
Baris steps towards the closest skeleton to Xenia, putting himself between her and the skeleton, warhammer ready.
Okay. The creatures are still writhing, trying to break free, to no avail. They are just entwined.
Pulverize them, Baris. Pulverize them.
Baris takes a two-handed swing at the closest one with his warhammer. Well, that's going to be a 13. Oh, okay.
Oh. Yeah.
6. The warhammer cracks through his spine. The skeleton folds in half, falling backwards. Goddess take you.
One of the adversaries looks nearly human still. Darkness surrounding its eyes, and it is trying hard to thwart the vines that entangle it. It
Baris
swings
points with
back.
this warhammer. That one, brothers. That one. It's almost out.
Let's get it then, Hank. Go for the kill.
I
Here's your
had like
moment.
straight to this one, the one that Baris just pointed out, and I go like try to stab him in the liver.
Don't let him steal or kill, Hank. Get in there with him.
I raise my axe above my head and I go for a death blow swing.
That's a 11.
16.
That's the way to do it, boys.
That's a 2.
7.
Be careful. This one is seem tougher than the other.
Looks like Hank's got him. Finally.
By the goddess, that elf is fierce with the axe.
Finish him off, Hank.
Over the head. Slice him in half.
Oh,
Peels apart.
wipe the blood off my face from the blow. Oh,
2 are left of the
Redemption.
adversaries.
the one I'm fighting, I take another thrust at its face.
This one that you attack can also attack back.
It's goes right by his face, missing him just barely. And I pull my sword back, pull up my parry dagger, and
Carl, you need some sleep, Carl. Those
The
berries don't
skeletal-
won't do it for you.
The
I need
skeletal
more
creature,
berries.
skeletal creature swings wildly. Its arms impaired by the twine.
Seeing the fierce capabilities of these warriors, Baris turns, focused on Xenia. Sister, how goes it?
She seems to be struggling.
Brothers, beware. The magic fails.
Magic fades. Hank, get over and help your captain.
Let's finish that.
Lift up my ass. Lift up my ass.
Hank, get
Get
your ass into
over
there.
here.
Lift up my axe and I run over.
I got him distracted. Go for a kill.
Raising it above. Taking a big swing. Ten. Damage. Going for the head. Take it and lop it right off.
The head tumbles to the ground. The
Baris.
remainder of the body gets kind of crunched in by the entwinement.
Good shot, Hank.
Baris, let's sandwich the last one.
Yes, brother. I'm on my way. I just don't move very quickly. With one hand adjusting my stomach as it folds over my belt, I move that way, whistle for Winifred the donkey to approach.
Sheathe both my swords and just start eating.
I've got
some
his
rat-
attention, brother. Strike from behind.
I'll head straight in the back and I try to pierce him.
Go for it.
And that's going to be 16 for 6 points of damage. Now the last-
Well done, brother.
The
The
last
goddess
creature falls.
blesses our efforts.
Excellent.
Last
Those are
goes
small
down.
fry, but in number, they're going to be trouble.
The twines curl up back into the ground. She sighs.
I return to her side.
You see the men up on the walls cheer. Hey!
You're
I
welcome.
approach the gate and I yell at them.
You see one man up above pulls the helmet lid off. Cʀᴜsᴜᴜᴇs looks down, says, Bernier?
We're
Bernier?
back sooner than expected.
Oh, thank the gods. Man, open up the gates. You hear the gates open. They kind of slide open gradually.
How's the situation inside Cornwick?
Yeah, it's just a few of us holding out here.
We saw the smoke in the distance.
The smoke, yeah. Unfortunately, the church has not survived, and neither has the sawmill.
I casually enter into Ebery, eating my rations.
Yeah, let's get in. We'll figure out an approach.
The guards greet you, as you walk in. They are greeting you enthusiastically.
Seeing Bernier and the captain get a hero's welcome to Ebery, I'm still focused on Xenia, making sure she's okay. I get the intractable donkey Winifred to come over, get some water, offer it to Xenia, and well, sister, it looks like the others have already headed into this city. I suppose we should follow.
Yeah, let's get into the hamlet. And she picks herself up and heads
Brother
on
Elf.
in.
Brother Elf, are you joining us?
Yes, I'm right behind you as I lock my axe over my shoulder and guide the carriage into the stead.
Baris is quite sweaty after this physical exercise. He's breathing pretty heavy. Brother Elf, you are a fearsome warrior.
Cʀᴜsᴜᴜᴜ approaches Bernier from down below, says, it's good to see you, man. Find a place to sleep. It's the only time that you'll get it, because once the night falls, they'll come at us again.
At last, somebody that makes some sense.
Sleep sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Do you have is it possible to have a bat as well? Like, I feel like it's been forever since I had a bat.
Not sure. Go check in the it might be a trough in the stables or something. Check in the barracks. There might be something there.
What happened to Titus? Lord Titus?
Titus, he led an expedition to the ruins. He headed out there himself after he figured we could hold off on things here and he could get to the root of the problem. That is it.
That's not a very good idea of him.
Do you think it would mind if I go to his hall and try to wash up there?
Well, the moot hall over there. He usually stays in that small little hovel over there. He points.
We'll need to talk about the situation. How many people do you have left? And I need to come up with a plan. I need information.
Man, we only have like 8 men on the walls. That's it. Nobody on the ground. We're just trying to hold tight and beat these things off during the night.
Looks like you got some ground support now.
Oh yes, definitely. This definitely strengthens our forces here. Come on, man. Let's get you all tidied up and everything. Follow me. He guides you over towards the barracks.
Do you have any wounded? I can perhaps provide some assistance. I am trained somewhat in medicine.
You see that there are definitely some individuals with bandages over their heads and over.
Let me check those wounds. I grab my pack with my dressings in it. Start looking at the defenders, seeing if I can help.
Why don't you take this with you as well, Baris? After I eat half my rations, I have them in the Baris. I'm already full.
Brother, you're very generous.
Of course. I'm going to go to sleep now.
I just break a tiny bit off and eat it because I'm pretty hungry, and
I
got to keep my caloric intake up. I've got a lot of mass, a little clerical mass that I have to maintain.
You got a lot of energy in that body.
This is very generous. And then with that, I turn and start looking at the wounded.
Tend to the wounded. They approach and say, I hurt my arm, and he presents it to you.
I find the nearest bush and immediately pass out.
There's a brothel here?
Barney?
I'm going to the barrack, and I'm following Conway to the barrack. Like, I really want to take a bath and then have a good sleep.
Hank.
At least a few good hours.
I stay close to the load, and I'm just gonna pass out next to the wheel here.
Very well. Sleep overcomes all of you. However, no healing today. There's soon enough you get through all of the men, and they're like, "Oh, thank you, sir."
Just
Feel
clean
much
bandages. Keep it clean. Wash it often. You'll be just fine.
You see Xenia, she's concentrating. She's sitting cross-legged by the donkey and seems to be meditating.
After dealing with the injured, I sit down in the dirt next to her, hold some dirt in my hands, and begin my normal rituals to connect with Peony and ask for her favors for another day of in service of her.
And you feel a slight enlightenment come over you.
Not wanting to interrupt the sisters' meditations, I doze off.
Soon enough, you are... Oh. Captain Cʀᴜsᴜᴇs is awoken.
What's going on here?
Hey.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
You see one of the men. He says, you seem to look like you need something possibly to eat, sir. We have some soup at the barracks.
Some soup in the barracks. Are all the other men up yet?
You've slept a few hours, that's for sure.
I guess that's better than nothing.
Says,
Have you seen the rest of the men, though? Maybe you can wake them for me and send them all to the hall for some soup as well.
yes, sir. He goes off.
I get up and head to the soup hall.
Yeah, in the barrack. I slept in the barrack.
In the barracks, you hear the pots clanging and such, Bernier, and the one of the women there, she hands you a bowl of soup. Says, you've gotten at least 4 hours sleep there. Yeah, here, take some soup.
Thank you very much. It's much appreciated. What? 4 hours sleep? All right. Thank you. It's good to know.
Slap Bernay in the back.
We still have some time before night.
You got some sleep too, eh, Bernay?
Baris wakes up on his own, the smell of soup. Something smells good. I go and search for the soup.
Xenia says, then you must eat. I will concentrate here.
Take a seat next to Bernay.
Continues sitting.
Thank you.
I'm eating my soup.
I make my way over to the barracks. My nose guiding me.
Soup tastes amazing. Lumps of
It's delicious.
fresh in there.
Delicious.
Very
Bernay.
good.
So what's going on here, Bernay? Oh, there's Baris. Baris, join us.
Baris.
Don't mind if I do. Pat my
This soup is
prodigious,
amazing.
my gut. I could really use a nice soup right now.
Right. Nobody's seen
Caldwell
Hank?
approaches and sits at the table with you. Gentlemen, digs into some soup.
So what's the situation now? You say they've been attacking at night? Your
They've
people
been
left the village?
They've been attacking in droves at night, causing lots of problems. Undead, a couple of days ago they dug away at our graveyard outside, made a mess of it.
Why would
That
they do
explains
something
the uniforms.
Mm-hmm.
like- Yeah, why would they do that?
I think one of the undead definitely looked like a relative of one of the gentlemen. We suspect that they may have been recruited by necromantic means.
Devilry. Ugh.
So who's in
never
charge
good.
now?
I am. That's about it.
You're in charge.
Yes.
Well, congratulations.
Well, I'm supposed to hold the fort while Lord Titus hopefully returns.
Yeah,
Is he
we've
overdue?
seen some of Titus' men return, unfortunately.
I have no idea when he's going to return.
Yeah,
No
some
idea.
Some of them were heading toward where the refugee went. They're camping outside because Nessa is no good. It's no good place to be at the moment.
Well, what do you think we should do? Do you think we should keep on holding on to the fort, or should we go with the refugees, or what do you think we should do? He ponders.
If you go
Well,
to
it
the
can't
refugee,
be good to abandon your homes.
no,
what
if
will
you
the
go to the
people do?
refugee too, they're just gonna follow. They're not trying to like those people. I don't think they're trying to take your fort, right? They don't care. They want
No,
to
they
take
want
your
your
life.
souls.
Yeah,
They want to
they want-
consume you.
They want your flesh.
Oh, madness! He says, "This is crazy."
I
If
think
we
we should go.
stay here and we keep them distracted, they're not going after the camp. Hopefully,
No, I think they should go protect the refugees, and we go find Lord Titus.
Yes, brother. They're,
This
they
place is
must
already-
source
this is-
out the evil at its source.
we
You
need
know,
we need
source
to do
it.
that as well. But I think they have a better chance in the camp, and like I said, it might distract them from because those guys, if there's nobody here, they're gonna go to the camp, right? And then there's no wall, there's no defense.
Right.
But maybe we can do something to improve those defense.
God, well, how many people do you lose each night from these attacks?
Let's say it's we've been doing well for the last couple of days. The first night was terrifying. We lost like 4 people, and then there was only one that was badly wounded and then turned into one of these things, and we had to put him under.
So every night you could potentially lose. You have 2 days left here. I don't think this is a good place to hide out. I think they should go on and protect the refugees.
How much time would we need, brother?
The ruins is not far away, is it?
Maybe 2 days is all we need. If we don't delay.
How far away are those ruins again, Caldwell?
By my calculations, take you a day to get there,
Day.
unless
As the
the
bridge-
bridge is out. Though, remember,
as the
we
bridge
took that.
yeah, like I was about to ask, has the bridge been fixed? Do you know?
I don't know. I never went out there, and we haven't heard any reports back.
Well, this place is not going to be. It's not going to stay forever. Titus is gone. I mean, this isn't looking good here, you guys.
What's happening with do you have any logs in the mill? You said
Just
it's
some
inside?
rough hewn lumber. Do you have any?
There is some logs. Yes.
Can
We're not going to build
use
defenses.
that?
We're not going to build defenses overnight. You want to stay here and protect this town for what? There's nothing here.
There's people.
Those are undead, though.
And there's
People are
Perhaps some
gone.
fire?
The people are at the camp with no one to protect them, but
That's true.
farmers with pitchforks.
But like that's my point. If we send those guys over to the camp, or we sending those things over to the camp with them,
No, I think those things are returning here because that's their last memory, right?
think so?
Probably.
I
I
don't
think they're gonna. What do you mean?
I think they're going after the living thing.
Think so?
Such unholy creations will seek out the living, brother.
Hey guys, what are we talking about? I must have
Relentless.
dozed off here.
Brother Elf, please join
Oh,
us.
Come on in. You know what?
Apparently,
I
I
thought
needed
had some
to
soup
sleep
left,
here.
but
Sorry, guys.
I see I finished it all.
It's
a
all right,
bowl
Hank.
for the elf, please. I think it'll agree with his constitution.
You know what? I say we. You know
Hank,
what? Titus
maybe
had
we
a good
can.
run.
Hank, maybe you can weigh in on that. We're wondering if we should send the people here in this fort if we send them to the camp, or if we keep them here defending their home and also distracting those dead things from going to the camp.
A bowl
Oh.
slides in front of Hank. Shh. There you go, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm parched.
Could I have a second bowl? Thank you.
Oh,
Second.
yes, yes.
Just a tiny bit. Just a little.
To weigh in on
No, a
the
little bit more.
situation
That's
here, I
fine.
don't know. Would it be more important to protect the people than trying to protect the town? Like,
It's not about protecting the town, but the town as well to protect the people.
Yes. It's much more defensible. Brother Bernier makes a good point, and we've already seen one of these creatures already at the refugee camp.
mhm.
If we get those big log and we lift some on the top of the wall and have people throw them at the thing when they're at the bottom, maybe that could serve as
Just a
express
last
defense.
resort in case they're in danger of being overrun.
You know what? That sounds like a really good plan. What does the captain say?
Well, there's a reason I'm the captain. Because those ideas are terrible. Titus had a good run. This Every, it had a good run. I think we just go to Cʀᴜssos. That sounds like the best idea to me.
Well, now we're here. That I agree with you,
Yeah.
Carl. That is the best idea.
Thank you. That's why you're second command.
That is the
See,
best idea.
I'm in no rank or position to make such, important decisions like this. That's why I follow the captain.
What do you think, Baris? Don't you think we should get those people to Cʀᴜssos?
Oh, getting the people to Cʀ�ssos. We'll
Yeah,
travel
well,
much
such-
faster if we just go with just the four of us. We just go.
Well, I
together.
mean, of course, but we
we'll travel much faster.
bring
Perhaps they could
refugees,
prepare
we'll
for
be,
that journey while we march ahead, brother. Make the way safe.
Yeah, I'm sure Serviant is already on his way with his griffin that we gave him, which was probably a bad idea. But who cares about that now? We'll be held as heroes. I know you want to be a hero, Bernay.
Are we? No, not really.
I'm more
Being
concerned about these
famous
people.
Doesn't fit my suit of work.
Yeah, the people we left already, Baris. They're outside in the camp.
Carnwick looks at you and goes, You gave what to Lord Serviant?
We didn't give him anything. He found this egg. We tried to take it from him, but he's so strong. He took it back from us. Griffin egg. I can't believe it.
Griffin egg.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably won't make it to Met. You probably won't hatch.
Yeah, we tried to destroy it, but
You could probably turn it hard boiled for all we know.
yeah, he probably ate it. That fat bastard him.
Maybe he's spiritual and
Hey.
thought he would get some power out of it.
No need to bring weight into this.
Okay. You're not that big. Have you
Don't
seen Serbia?
don't worry.
Yeah, you should see
You're
Serbia.
you're not as big as this
You're
guy
festively
here.
plump.
You're good to go here, Baris.
I'm working on it.
You're thick as a brick, Baris.
Carnwick perks up. He says, but I have to stay here just in case Lord Titus comes. We
How long has-
must hold this place.
How long have he been gone?
2 days?
But brother,
You
people
know
are
anything-
connected to their land. This is their home.
You
We're
know
asking
anything
them to
about those?
abandon it.
You know anything about those things, Baris? You're the religious type. Maybe you have more insight than we do.
What does Peony have to say about this?
Well, the goddess has a vicious hatred for such undead, unholy creations. I feel her push to find who's creating this evil necromancer,
Yeah.
and lay him low.
I would be much more if I could feel her purr. That'd be much more convincing to me than if I can feel her push, right? That's the thing. Most people got nothing.
I feel for these people. We're asking them to leave everything. They'll have nothing. How
But-
many will starve in the coming season?
We don't
They're
know.
better
how
to be
solve-
on their land.
I don't know how to solve this issue.
Nor do I. But I
And there's
feel
no
the
point in
goddess's
risking-
push.
There's no point in risking our life,
Exactly, Bernie.
just throwing our life away.
Not throwing it away, my good brother.
But you think about it too.
Spending it in
we've
service of those in
risked our
need.
lives for weirder things than this.
There's no
Bernie.
There's no service if we just run to our death.
Caldwell, didn't you say
But
that?
it'll be a glorious death. And if that's what we're called to do, so that others may live, then the goddess smiles on us, and our descendants will sing praises.
Maybe going to Cʀᴜssos is a better idea. Then we can find information. We can and then come back
The
when
problem is
we're
before
armed
us,
with
brothers.
knowledge.
We'll be armed with knowledge, but knowledge to protect a fort full of corpses.
Godwell, did you say the church
Maybe
burned down
Carl
here?
was right. Bring the people with us.
You said the church
Leave the
burned down
place.
here?
The
Godwell,
church is burned down. Yes,
A
it
terrible
happened during the
loss.
first night.
very odd that that's the only building that burnt down.
Oh no, they took out the sawmill is also
Oh,
destroyed too.
okay. Hmm.
Seems targeted.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're trying to entrap these people into their own home.
Usually, if I can come up with a plan, I can make the best of a bad situation. But to be frank, I got nothing here. I'm way out of my depth.
That's all right, Bernie.
You know,
Perhaps, brother, we just
thing,
deal with the problem at hand, the immediate problem.
just chipping away. Dead people. We don't know how many they are. We don't know what caused them.
Someone's
that's-
creating them.
That's
Well,
not my field of work.
We don't even
Caldwell,
know. Go
he
ahead,
says,
Caldwell.
wait, man. I know Titus has a small cache of money. If you were to go find out what happened to Lord Titus, and if he's dead, then yes, we will abandon this place. If he is still alive, just let us know.
Man, I'm
How are
having
you-
deja vu.
How are you going to protect those people outside of the encampment, by the way? I mean, they're just out there, down the road, almost to Nessa.
Well,
Oh.
we have to hope they're gonna protect themselves.
There was
Probably
many
wrong.
more of these creatures attacking here than in that encampment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
that's what I'm thinking. We might as well keep the distraction here.
What do you say, Cole? What if we take a look in your Lord's personal armory for equipment that we could use on our mission here? Right, Bernie?
I could use some more arrows.
I mean, he's out of arrows. Barris
for a
was
good cause.
starving.
No
Barris has
problem. Go to the barracks. After we're finished our dinner here.
Excellent.
Yes, we will definitely re-equip
All
you.
right. That sounds like a plan then. We'll go find out what happened to Lord Titus.
Brother
Are
Elf,
we go-
what say
wait.
you?
What's that, Barris?
No, I'm curious. Elven wisdom, renowned. So I've heard.
It is.
Brother Elf, what say you?
Well, if we are going to get paid for going after Titus to see what happened, if he's alive or dead, I'll be down for the money. And if he is alive, then we got less people to go on our way to the next city.
What do you think happened to those centaur?
Centaur.
We on the way to the ruin. When we were coming back, we met some centaur.
Very
Which is
territorial
unusual.
they are.
He says, Caldwell picks up. He says there were a couple of the centaur that were with the group that attacked us, but they were strange. They had this darkness about their eyes. It was like they were possessed.
Ah,
So now, like
more foul, evil.
out of the frying pan into the fire. Is that what we're doing now?
Looks like it. Finish your meal.
Brother Bernier, would you be okay if we just did some reconnaissance? If it doesn't look good, excuse me, Brother Caldwell, could you get the people here ready to leave if called upon to do so at short notice?
There's not many of us here. We could leave at any moment, but I do fear for my lord.
Hey, Baris,
Yes, Brother Elf.
I figured that maybe I was going off your reconnaissance thing. Why don't you and me go, since we can stay quiet while we move around and see what's going on? Bernier can probably come along too, because he's a very quiet guy.
Perhaps the most quiet of all of us, I say as I shake my chain
as
mail.
much as
I
I
sound a little like a
respect my
jingle bell.
captain and his loudmouth, just
Hey,
I
Is it
figured
decided
that
then?
I figured we should do some recon before we go after Titus. And if it looks like it's going to be a dangerous brute, then we'll just pick up and go. What
How
do you
long do
think,
we have
Captain?
before nightfall?
I turn to Caldwell.
He says, probably about 4 hours away until it starts turning dark.
We could just do some reconnaissance, look for some clues, perhaps. We won't get to the ruins you mentioned, Brother Bernier. That wasn't a day away.
Yeah.
Perhaps we
You
could
said-
just check
you
on
s-
that
you
bridge
said
you mentioned.
The bridge is the bridge. We could get there tonight. We'll come back in darkness. It's still quite a while away. Like it's a. But I was thinking also the graveyard. You said that those things dug up the graveyard.
Yes.
Should
Such
we go check that out?
desecration.
Why don't we look around the encampment area here and see if we can find any clues to what's raising these things from the dead?
why
Oh.
don't you?
That's a great idea. Baris stands up from the table.
We need to tell you
Brothers,
something.
I'm going to go check the cemetery right now.
Don't
Brother
get
Hank,
lost,
you-
Baris.
I'll go
Don't
with
get
you,
lost.
Baris.
Okay.
I come with you, Baris.
You should go with him, Hank. You should go with him.
Brother
I'll go.
No,
That's
as,
a great idea.
as I finish my soup, I get up and I walk away with them.
Wow. Can you look at the fence?
Oh, sure. I'll get right on it.
Thank you. I think because we're
Baris,
probably gonna spend another night here.
Yeah, I think so. Lead away, Caldwell. Where is your cemetery? Good sir.
This way. He gets himself up. Come on, man.
Brother
he
Bernier,
starts-
please go see if Sister Xenia is available. We could have her wisdom as well. As I walk behind Caldwell.
After
I'll
they
get
all
up
leave,
right away.
I just kick my feet up. Take a breather. Guess they don't need me.
Look at these desecrated graves. What a shame. As we approach the cemetery.
And Xenia is just outside,
Yeah, so
by
I think they're
the-
out on the way.
and you
Sister,
see her
come
there.
join us. We're looking at these disturbed graves. Look for
She gets up
clues.
from her position, takes her staff, and braces herself to bring herself to a standing position. She sniffs the air. Foul. Something is brewing in the air. Let's go.
Into the cemetery. When we get into the cemetery, I grab some of the disturbed soil from the grave and whisper a prayer to Peony.
Many of the
Extending
graves,
my senses out for magical influences around.
you see tossed stones. Many of the graves have been totally disrupted, dug out. All the bones and the remains seem to be gone from each of the graves.
So I guess all those people there is gonna come back at some point. Or did they? I'll turn to Caldwell.
Some of them did, but yeah, there were many bodies in here. But
What are we talking about?
Hmm.
And I look.
maybe a couple dozen at least, I think.
How many
One,
do you
2,
dispatch of?
4, 7, 8.
While
Yeah,
he's
at
counting,
least
I turn to Brother Elf. Hank, what do your elven eyes tell you for tracks? Xenia, you see where these evil creations have wandered? In the dirt here.
It
It's
looked
soft
like
enough.
they all conjured from one area and slowly V-lined to everyone, like they're trying to overcome them.
It doesn't
It almost
look like
looks like there's a starting point at the beginning of the graveyard, and it's like a cone that went out.
it's directed towards the fort,
Yeah,
Ebery.
Yeah.
Would
That's
think
what
you,
they're up for.
Brother Bernier, perhaps this particular threat is mostly played out.
You think? What do you think, Caldwell? Would the number that you dispatch kind of match the number that were here?
I mean, we killed maybe a dozen, but I'm not sure. Not sure. But definitely there look to be more bodies that had been taken. But they seem to, yeah. There is some that have looked like they've wandered this way too. There's some footprints going off into the distance over here, and more.
What do you do with those that you dispatched? The people that you dispatched? What happened to them?
Oh, we burnt those bodies.
A wise choice. Brother Bernier,
What
Hank.
kind of what did they wear? What kind of clothing did they have? Did any of them like had some kind of like dark robe?
Oh no, we did not see any wearing the cultist robes that we saw in the ruins. No.
cultists, huh?
Yeah.
Perhaps some of the cultists that were responsible for this took some of these undead servitors with them. See those tracks that
I'm not too
Caldwell pointed
sure about that. He says, when we left the upper echelon of the ruins, I seen something peering out to us. It looked frightfully evil. Its red eyes gleaming at us, and then it went into the inside of the ruins, and we heard the screaming of the cultists in there, as if something was going on. Some bloodshed was being made.
So you think the cultist there's no more? You think?
they've awakened some evil they couldn't control. Though in their vanity, they thought they could. Brother Bernier, is this the ruins that you were talking about earlier?
Yeah, and we were there, me and Carl, when this evil has been awakened.
And you didn't say anything before. That seems like important information.
Well, we just met you.
Well, that is true. I am a stranger to you, brother. But I clasp you on your arm. But we've been through so much already, haven't we?
Yeah. But I'm telling you now, and you too, Hank, that's something you need to know. There's this thing, we had a little brush up with it already. And to tell you the truth, I don't feel equipped to go back to it.
But
the only reason we survive is because he had no use for us. He laughed at us and moved away. Like we were not even worthy of notice to him.
It's a worthy challenge, brother. With Sister Xenia there and myself, we can put an end to it. Have faith. The goddess will guide us. I see the doubt in your eyes, brother.
Yeah.
Be strong.
I doubt. And like I said, I'm not in the business of dying. The heroism, that's a fucking called thing, right? I'm a professional. I do a job when I'm paid to do so.
Caldwell, you said there was some purse. If we bring back Titus?
I do have some money that would hopefully suffice. I will check. I will go count it out if you wish.
Yes, brother. Go count that out for...
He nods and he heads over towards the hamlet itself, back towards the walls.
Yes,
what did we learn here?
That not all of these creatures have attacked Ebery. Some have wandered off to create havoc elsewhere. It seems to be connected to these ruins that you describe, with a great evil that was awakened by filthy heretic cultists. And we know where they're coming from.
If the bridge is still down, I have no idea how they crossed to the ruin and from the ruin. I guess
that is a good point. Perhaps we should check on that.
We need to go and check the bridge then to see if it's actually a liability.
Then he
getting late.
Goes cross-legged and sits over and does a little meditation by the stones upturned.
What does the land tell you, sister?
She thinks Something is searching for something. The creatures or their leader is searching for something. It's missing from the ruins.
Do you think this is what it was about? This grave robbing wasn't about like getting the body out, but looking for something in there.
It needs minions to find the things it's missing. I think that is it.
Do you know anything about legends that could fit there? Do you have any kind of lore that we? Because like that's what I wanted to go to Cʀᴜsᴜ. I wanted to go find information. That was our whole plan all along from the start. But now we keep getting dragged back in the action, so we have to go blind all the time.
As
Well,
this
what
whole-
did you find in the ruin?
We just went in the ruin. We didn't find much. We just went to rescue some people.
And what was within? What do you recall?
There was this a room with a big pile of skull. You're gonna love that story, Baris and Hank. Maybe it's gonna make you rethink your heroism. This big room.
It's not
with a big-
heroism. No, brother. It's sacrifice.
Yeah, it's even worse.
It's a cost that the goddess may demand. I willingly pay it.
This big pile of skull and bones, and there was like this black goo that was kind of alive, and this evil laugh, like in my head, and there was this big pit. I don't know. The whole thing was like, I'm not in any rush to go back there. You know, the whole thing, I felt violated.
I put my hand on your shoulder. No one faults you for that, brother. It sounds traumatic.
It made me rethink something about my life. I'm not gonna lie.
As expected.
And one of those things was, I want to be fucking far away from here.
Mm.
And
I
now
think
we
of these
talked
people.
about going back to it.
These people, they
I got
need
my
our
own
help.
fault to worry about.
They're so ill-equipped. You saw this fort. Surely we could do something.
Man, I got.
We should let the captain know on what's going down, what we think happened.
Well, Caldwell, you've been listening in on this, I hope, brother.
Caldwell is at the
Oh, he's counting the gold, of course.
Caldwell had to go count the coin purse there.
Damn,
I
my impertinence.
was going to go let the captain know what's going on here.
I see 3 colors. One is red. He's not seeking it. Black and white. That's all that I can.
Red, black, and white.
While these
Let's
events
go.
unfold, I have made my way to Titus's main chambers and looking for secret hidden doors. $27.
You find a secret trapdoor underneath one of the chairs.
Interesting. Good thing Cowell went with the boys. Look inside.
And within, you do see a dagger of some quite respectable craftsmanship.
Pick it up and just give it a wave.
You also find a bracelet inscribed on the inside.
What does that say?
Some strange glyph language, not
slap
of
it on.
elvish origin.
I slap it on my wrist. All right. This is all the loot this man had. This is a poor place.
There's also a small bag in there.
I open the bag.
You find a number of gemstones.
Ooh, nothing wrong with that. I'll pick that up, put it in a satchel, close the trap door, and head back out.
Meanwhile, Xenia she comes out of her trance and says, yeah, I'm not sure. It's looking for something it's not looking for the red. That has been done. It's the black and the white it is concerned. It
Does this mean
needs it.
anything to you, brother? Bernier, the colors that
No.
are mentioned. Well, the
No.
black and the white.
No, I know what those colors are.
Of course,
Like-
no. In the context of what this creature is, this evil that you
No, I don't
have
know, man.
encountered.
I'm not into like interior decoration.
Of course not. Of course not.
Let's go back to seeing Paul.
I agree.
Search for the men as well.
There's nothing else for us to do here.
No,
Xenia, we're heading back. Brother Elf.
you coming in?
Oh, Hank's already gone. Right. He's
Yeah,
already left. Well, we should catch up. I start walking back towards Ebery.
And
has
Hank,
anyone seen the captain? I'm
Hey, I'm
going
over
through-
here. What are you doing, Hank? What's going on?
We found some interesting stuff towards the cemetery there.
Oh, you find some dead bodies?
Found some overturned stones, and it looked like it was more or less a summons than anything unnatural.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very interesting. Where's the other guys at? Let's go get them.
They should be coming along here shortly.
Let's just wait for them then.
you see Caldwell show up and he's got a pouch of gold.
Grab that. Hank.
He says, if you can return with our Lord Titus, I would be much grateful to find out what has happened to him at least.
Of course, we'll find out what happened to him. Don't you worry about that.
Okay.
Here,
Hey,
here,
Barry,
Captain.
get over here.
Hold
Get
on.
over here, too.
Here, hold on to the purse there, Captain. I don't know how much is in there.
Give it a shake. What do you think's in there, Codwell?
As I arrive and I see like Carl doing that,
Hey,
Caldwell.
Bernie!
I say, "Let me see." I end up my
Hand in the
extend my
bag.
hand.
How much does it feel like? Does it
Then I
feel
weigh
good?
the bag. I make my best guesstimate being used with bag of gold.
Does it feel like enough?
That's 17.
Yeah, you guess it would be about 200 gold or perhaps 150 gold with a lot of copper in there or silver.
Yeah, I
Feels good.
look inside the bag to confirm the type of currency there is. Yeah,
You
so
see gold, you see silver.
You'll be eating good with this money, Baris.
It's not too bad.
No. I don't need that kind of reward. But I do not hold it against you, brothers. Man has to eat.
That he does.
So
So what
Caldwell,
did you guys? Oh, go ahead, Cole.
Caldwell says, "Listen, it's going to be night soon, so you must prepare wisely. The barracks is open. You may take what supplies you need. There's lots of arrows. There's crossbows. There's numerous small accoutrement kind of items, some leathers, that sort of stuff, if you need."
Appreciate it, Caldwell.
Caldwell, that's very generous, but Brother Bernier and Brother Cal here, and even myself, we're running on 4 hours of rest. I think we may have to delay our departure. It's
Yeah, that's-
unfortunate, but I think it's
Well,
necessary.
I think we use the remaining daylight we have to rest a bit. Then we spend the night here helping on the defense.
can leave in the morning.
Say that I agree with these guys. Let's
And we leave in the morning.
yeah. Well, let's see what happens during the night here, and
Yeah. It's
and
gonna give
we'll,
us like valuable information as well.
yeah,
Going through one cycle.
especially from what direction they come from,
Mhm.
and stuff like that.
Caldwell.
Yeah.
Can you have your man like load, if you have any kind of big rocks or like those big log, load them on the wall so you can throw them when people try to climb over. You can like use them as projectile.
Ooh.
Those people are pretty easy to hit. And that should be like a pretty bunch of damage, no?
That sounds like an idea. Perhaps we can drag some of those logs in here and string them up on the walls, and then when those skeletons make their way up, if they intrude on our walls, we'll cut the ties and the logs will fall on them. Sounds like a plan.
I think it's worth a shot. What do you think? We can use a bow, crossbow, or something like that.
Okay, I will get my men ready to do so. In the meantime, yes, you gentlemen have your rest and prepare yourselves. We'll have the walls prepared for tonight.
Sounds good, Caldwell. You guys follow me to the barracks.
Yeah.
He walks off.
Guys, you should go arm yourself. If you can use any kind of like a range weapon, because we might as well fight from the wall.
We'll see what they have in the barracks first.
I work better off the ground, but I will get
Still
some
giant rocks,
more. Yeah, I'll get some more melee weapons and ready to train.
As we step into the barracks, I turn to Bernay. I got you something. My number 2. I pull out this amazing ornamental, beautiful dagger. Look what I got, Bernay. This is for you.
That's a very nice piece. Where you found
Hand
that?
it to Bernay. Look at that.
I evaluate its balance, how it feel in the end.
Beautifully balanced knife.
While you're goofing around in the cemetery, that's what I got you, big guy.
That's one is not for throwing.
That's a keeper.
Yeah.
Just don't let it Caldwell see it.
Where did you get that?
Don't worry about that. Let's check out this armory. I
I
immediately
put it inside my jacket.
start looking around the armory.
You see around you many pieces of. There's spears. There's bows. There's arrows. There's numerous couple of crossbows. There's different suits of materials. Some pauldrons made out of leather, mostly leather accoutrements.
I just need some arrows to refill my quiver.
This
So-
equipment doesn't look as good as the stuff I already have. This is,
I'm sorry, brothers, but I don't have any special training in any of this. I'll stick with my hammer and pray for the goddess's blessing of healing on those that may become wounded.
You
Grab
never
a couple-
learn. You never learn to throw a spear, use a bow.
No, I spent most of my time in the fields, in the good dirt, digging.
What about a sling?
maybe you could throw. Maybe you could teach us how to throw, Bernay. You got a couple hours, or
I'd like to rest though, but like you won't.
And the rest is what you need most.
Yeah, you
not
won't
to
do
worry.
much. Too late for
I will
that.
do what I can.
yeah, we teach maybe next time. Hank, why don't you grab some of those spears? You can always chuck those, right?
I could, but I'm more proficient in my my.
Yeah,
my
but not like
axe.
You're not gonna throw that axe, though.
no.
Would
You want to stay on the wall as much as possible, right?
Hey, you know what?
Let's
I look
see.
around for some cord.
Cord.
Yeah.
I got a shit ton of rope.
No, get
on
some
the
cord.
donkey.
What we'll do is we'll attach it to Hank's axe, and then he could throw it and pull it back to him.
Oh, that's.
You know,
maybe
he's
that's
good at throwing
more.
axes. You know, it's an axe.
Are you good at throwing an axe? That you can throw that big axe there. You got.
I can't throw that one, but I could grab a couple of these hatchets here and I can give it a good throw.
That's
That'll
not.
work too.
That's a good idea. Load yourself up, mate.
Yeah.
I can throw a dagger. Well, maybe
you
I'll
go.
take a few of these daggers, just the rusty
There you
ones,
go.
though.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, we can always like pick them back up in the morning if you're worried about that. But a dagger is a cheap price to preserve your life.
Yeah, I'll
Am
I
grab
speaking
a
your language
couple
now?
of these over here, Bernier, and I'll maybe I'll just throw a couple just because I'm a little rusty. Just for a little practice before
We'll see.
I
If-
get ready for tonight.
Maybe I'll grab a spear as well. You think you see a spear that's long enough to reach down
No,
the
there's one over
wall?
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty of them.
You think that would fit? You think that would do it? All
Yeah,
right.
your guess is as good as mine, brother.
I'll try that. Maybe I can poke them from the top. I don't know.
Easy.
I'm not a spear guy really, but
Hey, before we get out of here, I pull up this bracelet. Like, can any of you guys read this inscription here?
I'll take a look at it. Try to decipher it. Uh, 12, 13, 16.
You determine it is some sort of a glyph, which means balance.
Oh, we'll bring it here then.
Here,
Balance.
You can read it? Yeah,
Balance.
We'll
you
take a
check it.
look.
You can read that, Baris. Look.
26.
Definitely seems to be give you a plus to your armor.
Oh, this is an enchanted. This bracelet is enchanted.
Enchanted, you say?
Yes.
Slap it back on my wrist. Excellent.
It will give you some protection.
Ooh, I wonder how much.
Well, that we'll find out, but hopefully we don't have to.
This
Hopefully
is
you don't have to.
excellent. I feel hit
Best
my armor.
defense.
Ooh.
Remember, guy, the best defense is to stay out of the arm's way. So,
Brother,
as much as
I
we
see the
can-
wisdom of what you're saying. I look over for a sturdy quarterstaff. This is close enough to a shepherd's crook that I think I can handle this.
You hear a bunch of shouts from the outside. Heave ho! Heave ho!
Oh, that sounds like hard work, making me tired already.
Let's go get
If
some
it's
rest.
all the same to you, I'm going to go shut my eyes for a few hours.
That's
Same
some
here.
wisdom.
Right.
Let's go all sleep. We'll need
Yeah.
We'll
it.
get some sleep, and then Zen, you can get us some berries, right, Zen?
I'd rather have
No.
that soup. Oh, that was good soup.
Ooh, we'll get some of that on the way out.
You need
I
to.
do have to say that soup was rather good.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't like the berries, Hank?
I think
Berries
a
are
real
good, too.
meal. I think
Maybe
a real
I'm
meal
more
and real
healthy,
sleep
alright.
will do you more
Sleep?
good.
Good
Sleep
meal
and-
and some good
What do you
good
mean?
rest. You know, we'll be ready to.
I took out all those
Really?
undead earlier. It was magnificent.
The goddess refresh you, my brothers. It's like
Let's go to sleep,
Baris
guys.
heads down,
And I
starts
head out.
snoring loudly
Yeah.
up against his donkey.
Go
I
find
go
a
to
bush
the bed. I
pass out
slept
in.
last night.
Pass out in a bush.
Gentlemen, you sleep. Suddenly, you feel the ground vibrate.
What's
I wake
going
up
on
and
here?
Lucifer.
Ugh, I wake up.
Already?
What's going on, everybody? What's going on?
What's happening?
You hear
What
shouts
the-
from outside.
I quickly grab my equipment and I run out.
Bernie, Bears, Hank, where are you?
I gather up the equipment that was laying beside me, seeing the others run towards me. It's a good thing we stayed.
Bernier, outside, you see darkness, torches up above on the walls. You feel the ground vibrate again.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Oh, you see one of the men kind of like scream and run away off the wall. Starts going down the walkway. Starts
The
running.
walkway.
The other two up there are just shaking in their
Get up
boots.
here. Run up the walkway. Bernie, come on.
Let's go.
I follow in behind. Zen calling for Xenia. Sister,
Xenia
come help us.
gets herself up and shakes the cobwebs from her head. What is going on? Heads on up.
What is that out there?
Outside on the wall, as you look, see the trees separate in the distance, pull apart. You see something large and lumbering through the forest, coming closer towards the town.
Pop the
What the hell is that?
I pop
Maybe
my
we
flask
should have
of oil.
fucking left.
Bernie, this is why you should always listen to me. I set the can of oil down. Get your arrows ready. We're gonna light this thing on fire.
That's a good idea.
It's the only kind of idea I have.
Grab an arrow, dip the tip, knock it on my bow, and wait until the thing is in range.
I'll hold out the torch for him.
It starts moving. It must be towering at least 20 feet in the air.
Oh my peony.
What is that thing? You ever seen that such thing?
Baris, Hank, get up here. You seeing this?
The moonlight
I see it, brother.
gives the impression that it's made of ripples, different things.
Hit it, Bernie.
Take a good
As it
aim.
takes a step each time.
I'm
God,
just frozen
God,
staring
just-
at this thing. I'm just. What's going on?
I set the tip of his
I
arrow.
lose my arrow, aiming for the thing, and that is 15.
I think you got him, Bernie. Look at that arrow sail.
7.
It screams out. You see as the arrow turns, it's inside its body. The glow from that arrow shows that this is made out of many body parts.
What?
You see a couple of heads poke out, human heads, scream out their blackness in their eyes.
Baris steps forward next to Bernier. He holds up the bit of bullhorn in his hand, high above his head. Peony, banish you! It's a turn undead.
Okay,
I look around for the other
roll your
man that
charisma.
to be here.
Natural 20 plus, lots.
You see the different faces and parts scream suddenly, and you see the blackness kind of peel out from their eyes, and all of a sudden you see like their eyes look dead suddenly, and then all of a sudden that blackness peels away off into the distance. The entire colossus of bone collapses to the ground.
Peony blesses us.
I thought you were
Amazing.
Baris. Like,
Senia looks, that's impressive.
you could do that.
It
all
is not
along.
me, sister, but the grace of our good goddess Peony.
She
May all bear
challenges
witness
through
to
you
her
quite
glory.
well.
You might have to teach me more about this peony of yours, Baris.
Well, I will be more than glad to share the goddess's wisdom with you, good captain.
Maybe
You
we have
see
fighting
a
chance.
little creature jump off from the pile of bones.
There! Baris! Bernier!
I
Bernie,
Take your shot!
take another. Like, I dip my arrow in the oil, put it in the
light it on
torch,
fire.
aim and at it, and lose my arrow, trying to hit it, and that's 10.
Okay. It dodges out of the way, cackling away. It points at you. Gimme! The
Hank, throw your axe at it.
keys! The keys!
Throw your damn axe at it, Hank.
I whip my hatchet out and I give it a toss.
Here's your keys, buddy.
I look carefully at the distance between me and this little imp. Is it in range of my final
8.
spell? I'll take the risk.
It
I
dodges out of
command
the
it.
way of the throwing axe. Give me the keys!
Give him the
Nice.
other key,
Key.
Hank. Give him the other key, Hank.
This is my last chance. Ah!
As he throws that, I command in the name of Peony. Stop.
16.
That causes damage. Roll.
Damn fine, good job you did there, Hank.
1.
You hit it, and it's. Ah!
There's your
Take
key.
that!
Devilish bastard, you.
You let me go! Let me go! Screams at you, Baris.
I'll
Hold him for just a moment.
take the opportunity to lose another arrow at it.
Xenia, try to entangle him.
Put the torch down and scramble down the wall.
And that's 10 again.
You hit Bernier.
And that'd be 4. It's a weak hit.
Squall.
Hank, with me. Hank, with me.
Give me the keys! The master wants the keys!
What is he
We are not
babbling about, this evil creature? By the goddess, what key does he want? Xenia, can you hold him?
She's running down towards the ground, and once she hits the ground, feeling the dirt underneath her feet, she plants her staff into the ground once again, sprouting out some small sprouts along her staff, and then she feels the ground, and the entwinement of vines goes out through the walls and out towards a creature and holds him down.
I'm gonna fucking turn that thing in a pincushion.
I scrambled
Wait,
around the wall and rushed
Brother
towards
Bernier,
it.
we need to question it. But then, yes, we will dispatch this evil thing.
I've shot an arrow already.
Oh,
As you say that,
Hits.
I can't.
Yeah.
There, oh, guys, flying past
The
me.
goddess wills it.
and
The
that's
goddess
7.
wills it.
Whoa, Bernie, you almost got me.
So now, like the arrow, like pierces him like straight into the heart. Creature like do a last grasp and fall down. Sorry, Baris.
We'll kill you all.
I pick
And
up
it-
the monster by its neck and start slapping it in the face. Wake up! Don't die yet! Don't die! You stupid devil!
Baris,
bastard.
your arrow
You.
flew true. The goddess willed it.
Well, you got a little more information. You got a master. You got a key. Xenia,
Yes.
in your vision of the red, and it was something akin to a key. Does that help you in remember more? I got more precision.
It could be. It's looking for something black and something white.
I dragged the
Something
monster
black and
back
something
to the
white.
camp.
Were there keys? Did you find keys?
No, like I said, we didn't linger in those ruins. We went to rescue some people.
What are you guys talking about over there? Plop the dead body down in front of him.
So there must be some keys it's looking for.
Keys. That gnome had some keys and some crowns. I got one. I think it said collab
The
on it or
gnome?
something. Yeah, remember the gnome? Oh, you weren't there for that. Bernie, remember the gnome? Evil gnome that was
Yeah.
with us?
Yeah, where's she gone?
Wait. Did Mick have the keys? I know one of them had some keys and some crowns.
I have a crown.
I have a crown. What does yours say?
Mine? I didn't say nothing.
Oh,
I don't
mine
know.
says collab on it. KLKALA. I can't spell really well. It says something on it.
I never looked too much at it. I just like I found it like in the
You
the
brought your-
griffin's nest.
You brought all your equipment with you, right?
Well, it's in the donkey.
Well, let's go check it out.
All right, let's go check it out.
Brother Hank,
Go
what
down.
make you of this creature?
Something very dark, anyway. That's a very foreign dark magic that I have yet to see.
It reeks of evil,
It does.
unnatural.
The men
I say we
up on
burn
the
it.
up on the walls are cheering. Hey, Woohoo!
Ah,
Christian,
yes,
remember the name.
they should remember this. It's a great victory. It'll help their morale. Let's burn this thing.
I hit
Burn
the
yay! Burn yay! Burn
I-
yay!
Bernay, you son of a bitch.
I give like I hit the with my elbow, like I give an elbow to Carl and say like,
Ugh.
really, they should fucking cheer for Baris. This guy, that was pretty amazing.
No.
Or Peony, probably, Bernay. That's what
Peony
really
deserves the glory, not her vessel.
Wow.
I am just her vessel.
Band
Well,
of the Griffins
Baris-
is stronger every day.
Now that maybe we should talk. If I come up with plans, knowing what you can that you can do stuff like that will play a role in it.
Indeed.
Yeah, well, our faith.
I don't know. What do
in
you
the
think,
goddess will
Captain? Do
carry
you
us
think he
through.
belongs with our group?
I think so. He's a powerful man. Good
No.
man.
No, I'm just a humble farmer.
Although I am
But I have been
curious.
bid by my mistress to serve you, and I shall.
Well, hold on. I'm a bit curious about how a man so large is so quick and agile with a weapon such as yours.
I was not always a farmer, but I have dedicated myself to the good goddess, and what came before is of no consequence.
Well, I think it kind of is.
Yeah, this is
If my skills can serve you, brother, then they are at your disposal.
I imagine you were like some kind of military man. That's all right.
maybe we'll discuss it later if it's
Yeah.
not
Let's
quite.
go
It's
see-
not so close to these
Carl.
brave defenders. I'll be
Yes,
happy
Bernay?
to tell you.
Let's go have a look at this crown. Let's go fucking left it in my bag on the donkey there.
Yeah, all my equipment's there too. I like to be light
Yeah.
on my feet.
Yeah.
Baris will return to the defenders, just make sure everyone's okay and ready, and then he'll turn in for the evening. Get a good night's rest.
Yeah. Caldwell
And
is
before he does so,
congratulating his men for
He'll give
holding.
thanks to the assistance that Peony saw fit to grant him this dangerous event.
In the meantime, outside, you see on the donkey your items.
Yeah.
There's the crown. There's also two other smaller crowns. One made of bone. The other one made of a material that looks reddish, which looks like flame. You also have the gold crown, which was found in the griffin's nest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see
that's-
this
that's
book-
the
That
one I
is
was,
the one. That is the one that has Caleb written on the bottom.
pull out the golden crown. See, this is the one I have. It says KA. It says collab or something on it. See?
Yeah, look at it. Take it out. Look in my eye. I pick up my crystal that glow from my pouch. Look closely.
Beautifully made, ornate, fairly light for the amount of gold that's on it. Looks like something a nobleman would wear.
Probably could get a good price for that.
What?
One who
I'm
went
not
to
worried about
prison.
that.
Oh wait, sorry.
We're looking for are these the keys? I mean, I think they had actual physical keys.
Well, those crown, bone, and this red one. Now this, like Zinnia was saying, like something red and something white.
I mean, we have. Well, maybe this is. Where's she at? Call her over here.
Let's go see her. I grab the crown, the bone
Go
one,
grab
and the
all.
red one. Go see Zinnia.
Zinnia notices you. Yes.
Zinnia, we found those crown in the ruin.
She approaches. Let me see.
One is bone, which will be white, and one is kind of like flame red.
She says, "Let me examine the items."
Bernay, do you remember if Mick had keys on him or the gnome? Remember?
I don't know. I didn't check her pocket. I should have.
Yeah. What the?
She observes the items and she goes, "Oh, interesting stone," she says on this. They are both carved of some form of. This one is Must be obsidian? The other one is of a red obsidian, but this isn't what the thing is looking for. It's looking for keys.
You think they're like literal keys? I thought it could be like a just like a figurative keys.
Where did we leave that
Keys.
gnome? I don't even remember.
She left during the night. Who knows? Maybe she's the one fucking raising those things.
You know what? That evil witch.
We should have fucking
Guaranteed
stabbed
it.
her.
I heard her talking to some kind of evil goddess.
Remember where she was
In the
always
hall.
like, fucking, like giggling and always like running and disturbing
right.
thing in those ruins? There's something
That's
like
right.
we should have fucking stabbed her when we had the chance.
We should have.
Yeah. Who knows?
We gotta remember that next time.
If we see her, no quarter.
No quarter. Agreed. All right, but
All right.
these
So you
keys-
think those another thing those things looking for? All right. Put them away.
That's all I can tell you, she says. I'm going to take a little bit of a nap.
Yeah, I will as well. Might as well. But that might be it for the night. I don't know if they're gonna try a second attack, but if they do, we'll wake up again.
We should tell one of the guards to stay alert, do shift changes every couple hours so they can rest as well.
Yeah.
Good idea, Hank. You should tell them that.
Good idea.
I'll go and tell them.
See the men up on the walls there. They look down at you.
Hey guys, do the cross shifts every couple hours. Take turns. Make sure you rest up.
Certainly, Elf.
All right. I'm gonna go rest up. What about you, Bernay?
Sorry, I'm just gonna go drop those crowns back in my bag, and then I'll go in the barrack for try to get more sleep.
I'm with you on that one. I'll retire for the evening.
Yeah.
All right, Captain. I told the other troops, and I'm gonna get some shut eye myself.
All right, sounds good. See you in the morning.
You
And
too,
Baris
Captain.
already took off.
And then night continues. The dark creepiness of the out seems to want to put his fingers wrapping around the entire group, grappling with them, playing, taunting, toying. You feel yourselves being whisked away in some form of ethereal form. Suddenly, you awake in the morning. And that's where we will continue for our next session.
Nice.
Cool. All right. I like it.
Now that was
Yeah.
descriptive.
Oh.
I do have to give you
Yeah.
credit for that one. That was good.
That was good. I like you when you lugged your
yeah.
back behind your back.
Creeping, toying. We're going to get you.
We're gonna get you and your little dog too.
Yeah, good session, guys. That was
Yeah.
you guys were like rocking it there, I tell
I
you.
thought everybody was gonna leave. I was like, all right, I'm gonna chill and just steal everything in this fucking place. I was waiting for a break the entire time to say, I'm over here stealing stuff.
Alrighty, I'm gonna conclude this one for now. We'll see you guys over on the other side, but in the meantime, you guys out there. Hey, since you made it this far in the video at the end, you may as well hit that subscribe button, because it's free. Honest, it's free. Just go ahead and hit it. I'm learning stuff. You're learning stuff. We all learn together. Subscribe. Just do it.